Do you want to grow your chest? Then start thinking of your chest in 3 parts: upper, mid, and low pec fibers. Let's go. All right, so part number 1 is your upper chest fibers. And a really good way to target that is doing an incline chest press. Step number 1, make sure your lower back is a little bit off the pad so you can get underneath. Make sure your mid back is a little bit rounded and your chest is up and elevated. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. Let your head now rest on the pad. Push up to the sky. 1, 2, 3 should be your tempo. Pushing up 1, 2. Alrighty, so part number 2, we have our midline pec fiber. So a really good way to target this is using a machine pec deck. Make sure the seat is set up to a height that when you're seated, your elbows will fall right along midline. Make sure your chest is in an upright position, right? You want to think of my hands are going to be just slightly away from the elbows here, getting a good chest stretch. Now to start, bring these handles together. Elbows should feel like they're trying to touch, right? Think about really driving your elbows together. As I'm pushing, I'm gonna slightly lean back into the chest pad. As I'm bending the elbows, I'm gonna slightly lean forward to get a good stretch. Part number 3 is gonna be targeting your low end or your low chest fibers, right? And a really good way to do so is doing a high to low cable fly. So, first step is set the attachment and the bar a little bit lower just so you can feel a bit more comfortable when pulling the weights down, right? So pull the weights down, step into a staggered stance, right? Now, as your elbows come back, you want to think of keeping your wrist and your elbows almost in line. Your wrist will be just outside of your elbows. Squeeze your shoulders back. Now, as you push, stand up nice and tall. Elbows should fall right on your nipple line, right on a 45-degree angle. That'll really get those low-end pec fibers firing up.